I heard sound. Hey, what's up, everybody? Rage Cage 20 here. Back with In This Moment's Ritual album. Today we are in the Witching Hour. No, just Witching Hour, but I wanted to say the Witching Hour. And truthfully, I've heard the first couple seconds of this song, mostly because I was listening to the first half of this album. Well, the few songs I've listened to so far on Spotify, and then started playing this one. I was like, oh God, I gotta pause it, and took a few seconds to be able to get to that pause button. I was like, shut up, I don't want to hear this, and then but from what I heard, it's kind of that like talking, kind of like at the beginning of Black Widow, the song. Not necessarily as not the same voice, but kind of similar to, like, it's a mix of that voice plus the voice at the beginning of Joan of Arc, kind of mixed, and it sounds like it's talking a lot about, like, kind of like the Salem witch trial stuff. That's what it sounds like the theme is of this song to me. But I don't know. I've only listened to a few seconds, so I could be completely wrong. But that's kind of what I'm getting here. Sounds interesting, for sure. And yeah, I haven't mentioned this on this album yet. This is the same as when I was doing some of the Camelot songs, same day. And I am weaning myself off of my allergy meds, long story short. So if I do occasional sniffles or whatnot, I apologize. I've been working really hard on not doing it, and I don't think I'm doing it, but it happens subconsciously. I'm not even aware that I'm sniffing so much. So I think I've been pretty good on that on the other two songs, but if a few sneak in there, I'm really sorry. My apologies. I'm not doing it on purpose, I swear. So yeah, I have listened to the other songs again. I mean, I've listened to, of course, Oh Lord, Black Wedding, and River of Fire, a fuckload. But I have been listening to In the Air tonight. Is that the full time? In the Phil Collins song. I have been listening to that version of that a lot more, and I have been enjoying it more and more the more that I listen to it. Joan of Arc is still like, it's good. I really like some of the lyrics in there, like go ahead and blame me for your sins. I just those lines really stick out to me, and they're really, really cool. But it's still just kind of like, it's pretty good. Hopefully Witching Hour is gonna be like next fucking level. But we're still gonna go into this with the same attitude we had of River of Fire. See it as its own individual song here, even if it tries to blow my mind. We're just gonna look at it as its own individual song and not focus on what we've heard so far. So with that being said, also, if you didn't watch the Camelot ones, I've made my picture bigger for these songs that don't have music videos. That's just a still frame. Well, this one moves around, but it's supposed to be a still frame. Making my picture a little bit bigger. 5% technically, whatever that means on the program itself. I don't know what the dimensions of 5% is, but 5% bigger for these videos. Just seeing how it looks and if it's cool or not, I don't know. So we'll find out together. In this moment, Witching Hour. Let's go.
Superstition, fear, and jealousy drove the Puritans to accuse their friends and relatives of consorting with the devil. Waiting around huge bonfires, repeating vindictive chants, they consigned the poor creatures to the flames. The tortured souls cried out in agony as the flames mounted higher and higher. Burn, witch, burn, witch, burn! This is the witching hour!
I can tell the way
Okay. Okay. So yeah, sorry in the middle there. I heard my dog start to whine a little bit, and I assumed that mean that she saw my roommate coming home, but well, it's not my dog, but my roommate's dog. I feel like it's my dog because the thing loves me to death for whatever reason. So I thought I was gonna have to stop it. So, but maybe not. I haven't heard it freak out yet. So, I want to look at the lyrics first. There's a lot of those side things that I have in here that I want to get to and discuss here, but I want to look at the lyrics because it looks like there was some stuff in here, some lines in here I might really enjoy. I just couldn't understand it because, again, just like I mentioned, the Camelot's on my computer that would usually be here is being blocked by a second monitor that didn't work, but I got it for free, so it's okay that it didn't work, and I'm gonna actually have to buy one. But yeah, I got the cord to do it. I got my HDMI cord, so it's whatever. Anyways, I'm just gonna. So I got some lyrics here. Conflicted by your. I'm this. I think that might start with the. Oh yeah. No, that's some excitement going on out there. Or a nightmare. Is this the where this I'm trying to find where the chorus is. Right here. So this is the chorus. I don't know. Anyways, at this part here, conflicted by your hurt, so let me share your pain. Yeah, that's the chorus. Convicted for my church. Okay. I was born in flames, addicted to my fate. Watch as I devour, convicted for my faith. This is the witching hour. Don't you see the way I look at you? I can see behind your eyes, and can't you tell the way I reach for? Again, any of these lyrics could be wrong. This website has let me down before. I wear my halo in disguise. I watch you burn. I can feel you. I watch as you turn. What did you do? And I am conflicted by your hurt. Yeah. I kind of like that line, especially conflicted by your hurt. I am conflicted by your hurt. So let me share your pain. Like, that's pretty. That's pretty. That's a pretty epic line. So I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, for sure. All right. So wrong song. Let's get back here. Bring that back up full screen. That was not what I expected. I'm trying to look at this through many different lenses and trying to find out where I'm trying to focus in on. Because that was all very, very mono energy throughout the entire thing. It seemed to stay within the singular realm throughout the entire song. And I'm usually not for that. However, I'm not 100% against it yet. So I'm just throwing that one out there as we continue here. Let's see. The instruments, the instrumentation in this song felt a little out of place. And there's a lot of parts in here that I have written down that kind of sounded like beach music, which was a little confusing to me, like stuff I would hear from like the Beach Boys, or like there's one part in here that sounds a lot like that Wipeout song. And it sounded a lot like that, so it's just like I'm sitting here just like, what? And the drums just kind of felt odd. I was loving Maria. I was loving everything Maria was doing vocally. The instrumentation, however, didn't seem to be matching the way she was singing it. It seemed almost like it was trying to do two different things. But what I did like is that, and I haven't really mentioned this before, but I have been hearing this a little bit and watching other people occasionally react to and in this moment song, and it definitely seems like I kind of agree with this, that it seems like Maria kind of brings a little bit of pop into her metal world, which kind of gives her her own flavor. It kind of gives her her own style, and that, of course, in her super unique voice, really makes her stand out above a lot of other metal groups, especially female-fronted metal groups. Which is why I heard in an interview that she said that she was nervous at first because she felt like she could do more if she was wearing like kind of a headset mic instead of holding a mic, but that wasn't really metal. That's kind of what you do in pop. But people seemed to react to it just fine. People weren't just like, oh, well, you're trying to be a pop star in the metal game or whatever. Though, of course, Sex Metal Barbie is all about how people would just kind of saying like, you don't belong in metal, and I'm sure those are some of the reasons why. But there's definitely kind of a lot of pop elements that I was hearing in this song. Like I was definitely getting that metal feel from the song, but there's also some things that's just like, this sounds like a pop tune at the same time. And I think that's a nice blend. I kind of really like how she blends both of those really well together. Because, there's a reason why pop is so successful and popular. That's why it's called popular music. It's because it's catchy as a motherfucker. Otherwise, it wouldn't be pop. So blending that catchiness into the heaviness of metal, it works. It definitely works. And I kind of like that fusion that she's got going on in there. Anyways, this was kind of a long bridge in here. But... we're back. But I really liked what she was doing with this song. Again, I didn't care for the instruments, and I was fighting against my own, I don't know if I say biases, but kind of my own general dislike of things being very monotone from beginning to end. I kind of like energy in a song. I like it to go places, to move around and whatnot, and it was very just flat line throughout the whole song. So I was trying to fight against that. There's that natural reaction to be like, but let's discover that as we continue on here. For my not fully sure about the instrumentation, the first thing I have written here around 25 seconds in is a guitar riff. I'm pretty sure there's a sick ass guitar riff in here after the beginning. And I'm pretty sure I was kind of right with the kind of whole witch trial stuff, witching hour. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. God, I'm on it here. It's kind of weird that. I don't know. I haven't studied the kind of witch trials back in the day that much, besides the little bits I've learned in school and from occasional movies and stuff. But it's interesting that no one, at least from what I know, no one ever tried to convict men of being like warlocks. At the time. Like witches and warlocks. But I don't know. There could have been some kind of paranoid, superstitious, sexist reasons for that. You never fucking know. I don't know. But maybe it was just an excuse for people to kill women back in the day or something. I don't know. Or maybe there were some ladies out there dancing around fires, praying to the moon and casting hexes and shit. Like, you never know. Like, we make so many movies about magic and shit. There's probably some of it out there in the world that we don't even know about. It could have happened. Anyways, guitar riff is what we're waiting here for. Let's listen to that. Yeah, I think originally not the one that's moving more. The dan dan dan. There's kind of little touches in there. I think is what I was talking about. But now that we've gone through the song and I'm listening to that again, it kind of sounds like some beach music kind of stuff. Some of that kind of rockabilly, rock and roll beach music, which feels really out of place for the theme of this song. I'm a little confused by the instrumental choice. But okay. When she started singing here, the next thing I got here. When she started out singing here, these verses sounded unique as fuck to me. I feel like I haven't heard her do anything like this on this album, and I'm trying to pull from my memory to hear if she's sung like this on any other of her albums that I've listened to so far. And I'm drawing a blank. It sounded super fucking unique. So let's go back 5 seconds here and let's listen to that, because it was just like, whoa, okay. And again, it kind of, I'm going to let it continue on, but just the thought I had here is kind of, again, it kind of gives me like a pop vibe. I'm kind of hearing a little bit of I can hear her voice, I can see her face, I can think of the song I'm thinking of. Lady Gaga? Yes. It's like I could think of the song, but it's kind of giving me a Lady Gaga feel. Like it's like something I feel like I would hear her sing. Again, blending that pop into this kind of metal atmosphere is fascinating. Let's get into that again. Sorry, I saw myself blinking and out of existence there. And then she kind of pulls back into kind of what you expect to hear from Maria. But it's very unique way to open up those lines there. Just like not what I was expecting at all. And the guitars, I think it's the dum 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 kind of when it goes up to that kind of more round, bouncy sound. I think that's the kind of sound that's giving me that Beach Boys vibe. But yeah. And over here we've kind of already discussed it. So I'm loving the vocals. Not sure about the instruments. Not sure how I feel about the instruments. We got something here. I have it at 140, but I'm going to let it kind of roll into the chorus a little bit here. And just kind of see how it keeps this kind of tone even when it goes into the chorus here. Kind of listen to this a little bit of that monotoneness to the song. Again, I'm getting a little bit of that pop vibe coming back in with a little bit of the distortion layers that they got over her voice, kind of echo-ish effect to it, like a slight echo hum to it. But like the instruments got a little bit louder, and she is giving it a little bit more energy in the way she's delivering the chorus, but it feels like, I wouldn't say completely flatline, but it feels like they were like here and they just kind of just did a little bit bump. Like it doesn't feel like there's enough energy movement to really kind of differentiate it from what was happening, so it just kind of feels very monotone to me, even though that they are switching it up a little bit, but it's just little pushes. So I'm not disliking it at all. It's just, I don't know. It's like I'm okay with the song. I like the song. It's just like my first reaction is I don't see myself coming back to it. But I definitely see the appeal to it. I really love, again, the pop fusion she's putting in here. It's just it's not fully drawing me in. I feel like if there was a few more of these lyrics that I could maybe relate to, then it'd be like, oh yeah, I'm coming back for this song. But right now it's just it's just okay. I might change my mind in the future, but like first listening here, it's just like, it's just not gripping me yet. But something happens around 140 here. I don't remember. I think it was something she did with a voice at the end of the chorus or something that I wanted to listen to. So let's keep it going. Yeah, I think I kind of really like the kind of the fall off that she has on the end of there. That she does a lot. At least I've heard a couple times in this album, but it's just so good every time she does it. Like just that beautiful fall off kind of slide on the pitch is just very nice. And here is where I started noting even more the kind of as I would call it, the rock beach theme here. Yeah, it's that almost like 007 dun 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 dun, that kind of that rumbly low end of the guitar, just dun 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 kind of sound that is just so evident in a lot of beach hits. Like a lot of rock, those kind of rocky beach western hit stuff. It just sounds so like I should see people surfing in the distance. You know what I mean? Like it's just giving me so much that feel, and not like witches out in the middle of the forest being hunted and burned at the stake. Like I'm not thinking like no, kind of shit going on, but that's what I'm hearing, and it's just like, this isn't matching what I'm seeing in my brain. Right now I'm seeing witches performing rituals on a surfboard with people partying on a beach. Like, that's just, something's not matching up here. It's just so weird. It's really fucking weird. Very from the bridge in between the chorus into the second verse, just very didn't change at all. The drums kept doing the same exact thing, the same hi-hat snare hit pattern, just, very monotony. I don't know. So I've kind of been hearing this again. It's going back to Black Widow that we kind of mentioned in the beginning here. It was giving me a little bit of that vibe throughout here, just kind of randomly cutting the dude saying random stuff. This one's the same exact thing, unlike Black Widow, where the different parts of his lines that they just put in, very kind of almost EDM-y, dubstep-y, just random in here. Burn the witch, burn the witch. It's just like, I don't really know if I need that in this song. And so, like, later here, which the last point we got here is when we get to like 3 minutes in. It's like, I like the part that they have her when they're repeating Maria in here, but I don't really like him. It doesn't seem like the male voice has any reason to be here. But let's listen to it again. Maybe I'll change my mind. I severely doubt it, but let's see if I'll change my mind here. Let's listen to it again. Yeah, I think my roommate's definitely up. I really like the chorus. The chorus is catchy as motherfucker. And I really like the effects that they have on her voice there, mixed with a little bit of the layering of her voice on top of itself. And it's really nice. It's really smooth. It's really clean. It's clear. It's pretty. I really do not know why they have that male voice repeating in there, because I love, or at least exactly the same way. Maybe if they actually had, instead of just a cut of a voice sample from either something or someone in the band that just said that once, and they're just like, oh cool, we're going to cut that, we're going to paste it in here a few times and just play around with it. Actually having someone in the band say it, and like say maybe more menacingly, maybe more aggressively, change up the inflection on it, just actually make it something organic instead of just like a DJ randomly then burn the wish, burn the wish, what burn the wish. It's like, it really doesn't feel like it needs to be in this song at all, if I'm being honest with you. So it's just, that's a little odd. That's a little bit of a turn off for sure. Her parts in there are great. It's just like, I really could use without the rockabilly guitar and the male dubstep line that they have in here. If it wasn't for those two things, I'd be like, this is really cool. I like what they did here. I like the change up. I like, it's something different that I haven't really heard in the other songs yet. I'm cool. I like this freshness. If it just wasn't for the instruments just sounding so like they're on a different song completely, and the random dubstep dude voice that they keep splicing in every now and then, I would be like, yeah, this is the shit. But that's really turning me off to this song right now. I might listen to it again in the future and be like, come back in a future video and be like, okay, never mind, I actually kind of like it, but just for the first listen, it's turning me off. I'm not gonna lie, it's really kind of just been like, not that I think that it ruins the song by any means. I really like, again, that pop. I go full screen here because I don't think I'm listening to anything else. I really like that pop metal infusion. I really like the uniqueness that I haven't really heard from her before in the verses. The chorus sounds great. There's like those two lines there that are pretty bitchin'. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty awesome. There's a lot of stuff in here that I'm liking, that I'm really enjoying. It's just there's a few things that's just kind of really turning me off enough that it's kind of ruining the experience for me just a little bit. So I don't know. Again, maybe I'll change my mind, but at the moment it's just like, it's pretty good. I like the song, but it's like, it's just like, I don't know if I'm gonna come back to it and be listening to it 10,000 times in the last few weeks like I have the first couple songs, so that's pretty good. It's all right. I'll take it. What we got next? I do not know what is up next. Twin Flames. Let's see what we got here. So obviously we mentioned that it's a very heavily religious kind of album in general. There's some form of religion, something, even in that song, Witching Hour. I accidentally hit the mic. Because a bunch of religious people will be like, oh, you're conspiring with the devil, kill you. That's religious. Even if it's not as, like, super religion, like, oh, Lord, or anything, or Joan of Arc, it's still, religious based. So, but let's just see if you notice the theme here. We're starting with the last couple songs, Joan of Arc. Let's see. I'm just gonna say a few lyrics. We're gonna jump to the next song. Let's say a few lyrics here. See if you notice a theme going on here. So, obviously Joan of Arc was nailed at the cross and then set on fire. You have the lines burn, 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 burn. I thought somewhere in there she's, obviously say, nail me to your cross, right, light me up, burning, then okay. So we got that. Let's move over to River of Fire, baptized in the River of Fire. Let's see. Okay, I think that's it in there. Okay. So yeah, baptize me in a river of fire. Let's move on to witching hour. Watch me burn. Let's see. I watch you burn. They burned them for being a witch. There's a you must burn for what you've done. Twin flames. Just leading the lyrics here, baby. Watch as I step into the flames. Watch me combust and explode for you. Watch as I burn. If you don't understand what I'm getting at here, that's 4 songs in a row where it's like fire, burn, flames, set someone on fire. Just a lot of nothing but like fire. It's like all she's been talking about in these last couple songs, with different reasons for each, obviously. But just like this seems to be a theme of these last 4 songs in a row. No break is just all about set me on fire, watch me go in the flames, we're gonna burn you at the cross. Like, seems to be a constant, ever prevalent theme in this middle part of the album here. Now I assume looking at these lay down your guns, roots, no me importa, half god half devil. Well, that could have something to do with fire, but just those last ones, okay. I waged war in a fiery blaze. I mean, there's a little bit to do with fire. Not a whole lot in there, but I just found that lyric randomly. So it doesn't seem like the last 3 or 4 here are going to have anything to do with fire. So that's good. It's just, it just seems like they really went off on a fire theme on these songs. Which, what's your point, Cage? You may be asking. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just me starting to be like, okay, there's starting to get a lot of similarities between song to song here and what they're talking about. So it's starting to get a little bit heavy, repetitive, theme-wise. I mean, and I was okay with the whole album kind of being, religious in general, based off of religion. I feel like there's a way you can go about that and not being too repetitive. But when every single song is burn me, fire, set things on fire, burn fire, baptize in fire, fire, it's just like, okay, we're getting a little repetitive now. So it's just worry. I wouldn't say I'm claiming anything bad yet, but it's just like worrying. That's not good that we're getting that super fucking repetitive. Yeah. Anyways, thank you for joining me. We'll try to pretend in the next song like we haven't listened to her talk about being burned or be on a fire, stepping into fire for the last 3 or 4 songs in a row, and just pretend like Twin Flames is a completely own fire song, and just take that as it is. But anyways, Twin Flames is next. Let me know if you heard that Elvis-y Beach Boys kind of... Elvis was the first thing that came to mind, but then I started thinking about Beach Boys and stuff. Because, he did the Hawaii movie. Sure he had. Anyways, let me know if you heard it too, if it's just me. Also, let me know if you heard James Bond in their 007 music, because I heard it too. So let me know if you heard that. I would love to know, and I will see you all in the next song.